In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on October 31st, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Memphis Grizzlies versus Utah Jazz. A pair of Western Conference opponents on the hardwood conclude a 2-game series in the Beehive State. The Memphis Grizzlies are on the road as they conclude a 2-game series with the Utah Jazz Monday night. These teams opened up their 2-game set Saturday night, with Utah winning a back-and-forth battle by a 124-123 score to ensure no worse than a split. In the all-time regular season series between the teams, the Jazz own a 64-35 advantage and have taken 8 of the last 10 meetings. Will Memphis bounce back from their narrow defeat, or can the Jazz keep surprising teams in the early going of the season with another win here? The Memphis Grizzlies have been in great shape as they've won 4 of their first 6 games, but they will be hoping to bounce back here after falling painfully short to the Jazz in a 124-123 road loss on Saturday. Desmond Bane led the team with 32 points on 11 of 23 shooting. Dillon Brooks added 30 points on 12 of 20 shooting, while Tyus Jones tallied 23 points with 10 assists. As a team, the Grizzlies shot a healthy 56% from the field and 12 of 27 from the three-point line as they went on a ferocious 18-2 run in the first quarter to take the early lead, but they couldn't maintain that pace and eventually came undone when the Jazz closed the final 2:22 on an 11-5 run to snatch the game from them. Meanwhile, the Utah Jazz have hit the ground running with 5 wins in their first 7 games, and they will be eager to stay hot after sneaking past the short-handed Grizzlies on Saturday. Kelly Olynyk led the scoring with 23 points on 8 of 10 shooting. Lauri Markkanen added 23 points with 9 rebounds and 5 assists. Jordan Clarkson added 21 points with 6 assists, while Colin Sexton chipped in with 19 points. As a team, the Jazz shot 51% from the field and 19 of 44 from the three-point line as they exploded for 38 points in the second quarter to build an early lead, before escaping with the narrow win with a crucial run to close the game. Looking at the betting trends, the Grizzlies are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 road games, 13-5 against the spread in their last 18 games against a team above .600, and 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games overall. The Jazz are 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 home games, 16-33-2 against the spread in their last 51 games against a team with a winning record, and 7-16-1 against the spread in their last 24 games overall. Head-to-head, the over is 16-5 in the last 21 meetings overall. The Grizzlies are 1-3-1 against the spread in the last 5 meetings in Utah, and the Grizzlies are 2-5-1 against the spread in the last 8 meetings overall. Warren didn't suit up on Saturday due to an illness, and his status for Monday's game is currently unknown. Without Ya, Memphis was able to count on Desmond Bane and Dillon Brooks to pick up the scoring slack, but that wasn't the real concern, as the defense was suspect once again. Furthermore, while Morant is questionable, Mike Conley is expected to play Monday for Utah after resting on Saturday. Utah is now 4-0 in its scores over 121 points this season and has won 23 of its last 30 as a moneyline underdog. The Jazz picked up the win Saturday despite playing in a tough spot, as it was their 2nd game in a back-to-back and their 3rd game in 4 days. While they got Sunday off, it's time for Utah to suit up again versus a team it just played. Memphis nearly beat them without its superstar, which isn't too surprising considering the Grizzlies were 20-5 straight up and 18-7 against the spread in regular season games last season when Morant sat. Before Saturday's loss, Memphis was 4-0 when scoring more than 113.5 points. Utah has been surprising its opponents this season, but Memphis won't be caught off guard on Monday. The Grizzlies could be shorthanded once again, as Ja Morant is currently listed as questionable with an illness, while the Jazz are keeping an eye on Rudy Gay and Walker Kessler, who are both questionable. The Grizzlies will be out for revenge after falling painfully short to the Jazz on Saturday, and I think they get it done in a close one behind big games from Brooks and Bane. I'm I'm backing the better team in a bounce-back W. Saturday's matchup between these squads went over despite a slew of absences from both teams. It was Utah that missed the most contributors, but the Jazz outscored the Grizzlies anyway. I wouldn't expect that to happen again, as Utah went back and forth with an explosive Memphis offense that can count on multiple scorers to pour in 20 or 30 points on any given night. While Memphis' 117.5 adjusted offensive ranking is just a tick behind Boston and New Orleans' league-leading 117.9 mark, Utah is 19th overall with an offensive rating of 111.4 per dunks and threes. I will be shocked if the Jazz knock down 19 three-pointers again as they did in Saturday's matchup. The final score in that game was 21.5 points over the total. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Houston Rockets vs. Los Angeles Clippers. Week 3 of the 2022-2023 NBA season starts Monday, October 31st, with 7 games around the league including the Western Conference battle between the Houston Rockets and Los Angeles Clippers at Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles. The Rockets and Clippers opened their 4-game regular season series on the second night of a back-to-back for both teams. Last season, the Clippers went 3-0 straight up and 2-1 against the spread versus the Rockets. The Houston Rockets have yet to find their groove this season as they've lost 6 of their first 7 games, and they will be hoping to arrest a 3-game slide after getting scorched by the Suns in a 124-109 road loss last night. Kevin Porter Jr. led the team with 26 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. Alperen Sengun added 16 points with 9 rebounds, while Jalen Green chipped in with 15 points on 5 of 18 shooting. As a team, the Rockets shot just 43% from the field and 11 of 34 from the three-point line as they poured in 30 points in the third quarter to cut a 9-point halftime deficit to just 1 point, only to get blown out in the fourth quarter by 34-23. Meanwhile, the Los Angeles Clippers will be hoping to put an end to a 3-game skid after getting stopped by the Thunder in a 118-110 road loss on Thursday. Norman Powell led the way with 21 points on 9 of 15 shooting. Reggie Jackson added 18 points on 8 of 13 shooting, while John Wall chipped in with 17 points and 6 assists off the bench. As a team, the Clippers shot 53% from the field and 9 of 28 from the three-point line as they poured in 36 points in the second quarter to overcome an early 18-point deficit, only to fall away in the second half where the Thunder exploded for 65 points. With Kawhi Leonard sitting out, the Clippers needed more from Paul George, who scored just 10 points, and they need to take care of the ball as the 19 turnovers really fueled the Thunder all night. Looking at the betting trends, the Rockets are 6-2 against the spread in their last 8 road games, 3-8 against the spread in their last 11 games playing on 0 days rest, and 7-3 against the spread in their last 10 games overall. The Clippers are 7-3 against the spread in their last 10 games playing on 0 days rest, 7-2 against the spread in their last 9 games against a team with a losing record, and 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games overall. Head-to-head, the over is 6-0 in the last 6 meetings in Los Angeles. The Rockets picked up from where they left off last season by losing 6 of their first 7 games, but they will take some confidence from last night's game against the Suns as they were right in the contest until the fourth quarter. The Clippers will again be without Kawhi Leonard and Robert Covington, while John Wall is listed as questionable. I don't want to back the Houston Rockets as much as the next guy, especially on the end of a back-to-back. The Rockets don't play a lick of defense, and their offense isn't having nearly the same success as it did a season ago. However, the Los Angeles Clippers are off to an extremely disappointing start, and their offense isn't playing well either. The Clippers have scored less than 100 points in 3 of their last 4 games. Yes, there's a serious gap in talent, but I need to see the Clippers string together a complete game before I can trust them with this much chalk. It's hard to make much of an argument for the Rockets, but the Clippers are short-handed and vulnerable at the moment, so I'm backing the Rockets to hang around long enough to get the cover in this spot. So the Houston Rockets to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Rockets are playing at the 5th fastest pace in the league, averaging 102.3 possessions per 48 minutes. Their defense has been pretty much awful thus far, and the Rockets will struggle to contain the Clippers. However, with both teams ranking in the bottom 4 in offensive efficiency, it's hard to expect a proper high-scoring affair. The Clippers are recording 99 possessions per 48 minutes. They are taking just 28.7 attempts from deep per 100 possessions, and the Clippers should attack the rim all night long in this matchup. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.